Hi, and a very warm welcome to Wellbeing Mission Control. And today I want to ask you a question. Do you use your instinct? Do you have an instinctive reaction that you tend to listen to and follow? I know, when you talk about instinct, it's a fairly vague subject. It's really difficult to define some strange feeling you've got. But let's just remember that for most of our existence as a species, we've been hunter-gatherers. We've had to use our highly tuned senses to be able to detect food, game, danger, any potential threat. And in order for us to survive out there in the wilds before the invention of the supermarket, our senses had to be pretty sharp. We had to be able to tune in and really understand, listen to our environment as a survival response. Now, we might not need our sense of acute smell the way we did maybe 100,000 years ago, especially when we're visiting the supermarket. But there is a point here. And if we step beyond the idea of instinct and perhaps respect the fact that our bodies are still capable of responding to all kinds of situations, the message today is that we can learn a lot from those instinctive physical responses that we pick up. I was brought up to appreciate that we are creatures of the mind, that the more we can think and analyze, the better life will be. There's merit in that argument, but I've learned over the years that when we listen to our hearts, when we listen to our bodies, we sometimes get a deeper, perhaps a more direct impression of what's really going on. We're really capable of justifying pretty much all the decisions we make, whether they're for good or bad. But it's very interesting if you place a particular problem, any kind of situation that's worrying you, in the court of your own heart. What does your heart tell you? That is a different vocabulary, a different language, even a different set of symbolic representations. But it seems that your heart knows what's best. And it's a very, very interesting contrast to the fabulous ability of the human mind to analyze and understand and to plan. To be able to just put that question to your body. How does your body react? There are schools of psychology which are using this particular technique in order to help people to understand that beyond the barriers of rational defense that they erect in order to justify who and how they are, placing a particular situation, a question or a problem in front of their body's response. How do you feel about this? Which part of the body is responding? Does it feel congested in the throat, in the heart, in the abdomen? And this is a very interesting field for us to explore. Now, you don't have to become an expert overnight, but I'm suggesting today that you pay a little bit more attention to the response from your body. Get to respect and understand how your body is responding. Because not only will you get, I think, some really profound insights into any situation that you're considering, but you might also find some surprising answers to problems that have been worrying you. Clearly, your heart, your stomach can't write you a note and give you a logical explanation, but they can steer you in the right direction for understanding how you are really reacting. We used to say a few years ago that if we had an instinctive reaction that said, no, don't do that, it was probably wiser to respect that response. And if the instinct said, yeah, that's a good idea, then you should explore it and verify and make sure it was right. It's just a simple example, but I found it extremely helpful in terms of understanding how my deeper nature, let's not even call it instinct, let's just call it an hereditary, evolutionary, analytical faculty. Let's call it instinct, it's easier. But if you listen to your body and pay respect, pay attention to what it's telling you, you might save yourself a lot of difficulty in life. You might avoid a lot of situations that are really not in your best interest. That's my suggestion for today. If you've got any suggestions or comments or questions, you know how to get a hold of me. You just email me, my address is in the description. And in the meantime, allow me to wish you